Welcome to Talkpoint, your trusted source for balanced news, verified fact, and a smart analysis for stories shaping America and the world. Former President Donald Trump is once again making headlines, this time over comment about the controversial photos and content during the presidency. In a recent interview, Trump appeared uncertain about some of individual of pet owners, saying he don't remember all the court cases, but instead that many of those people were treated unfairly. One passed on whether he would issue similar pardons unelected again. Trump avoided a direct answer, saying his discussion would depend on who was wrong and whether the justice system has been fair. According to reports from Reuters and NBC News, Trump's comments came during a broader discussion about the use of presidential clemency and his view the legal system has been politically polarized. The former president also pointed an ongoing investigation into his own actions, describing that as politically motivated effort to stop his 2024 campaign. Legal experts note that the presidential pardon is one of the broadcast challenges granted by the U.S. Constitution. However, Trump used that authority, including pardons for close allies such as Michael Roker, Storm Paul Manafort, and Steve Bannon, continues to spark debate over whether it was used to charges to personal loyalty. Across from the Hill and Politico said Trump's remarks fit into the campaign narrative to fighting back against what calls a two-tier justice system, but critics argue that his comments raise concern about how a second Trump administration might pound the powers of inheritance to office. At the same time, the issue of accountability is also playing out of the state level. In California, voters have approved Proposition 50, a new measure aimed at encouraging transparency and ethics oversight in state government. According to the Los Angeles Times and the California Secretary of State Office, Proposition 50 passed the more than 60% support statewide. The initiative allows lawmakers to be suspended without pay or benefit allows lawmakers to suspend without pay or benefit if they have found guilty of corruption and serious misconduct pending further investigation. Supporters of the measure say it's a much-needed step toward restoring public trust after several state legislatures and corruption charges in recent years. Under the new rules, either chamber of the legislature to stand of assembly can vote by a two-thirds majority to suspend a member. Advocacy groups such as California Common Cause praised the measure. From convenience and transparency restriction and moreover conflict of interest. Taken together, this was political development show how questions of power and accountability continue to shape both national and state level debate. On one hand, Trump's comments raised concern about presidential pardons and justice. On the other, California voters have made a clear call on government into maintain transparency. Political analysts say these contrasting stories highlighted ongoing theme in American politics, the tension between authority and accountability. As the 2024 election season moves forward, both parties are being challenged to address how they define fairness, power, and public trust is a digital political landscape. This is Talkpoint, bringing you verified, updated, thoughtful analysis and balanced reporting on the stories shaping America's future. Stay tuned, subscribe, and click the notification bell for more fact-based news you can trust.